So Falchion is one of the most iconic weapons of the Middle Ages. It appeared in around 12th century in the mid of Europe and was used until very, very late times in the Renaissance. My name is Martin Huber, and I'm gonna forge it off this piece of spring steel. But to make this whole piece a little bit more interesting, we're gonna add this piece of 25 layer Damascus at its core and gonna forge weld the spring steel to its sides. First thing we need to do is forge this piece out to the dimensions that we need so we can weld this in between of the spring steel and make this the core. By meaning of the core is here the cutting edge material. I want to have some clean cutting edge material because you never know what this spring steel saw in its life on the truck. That's why we use this 25 layer billet and put it like a sandwich with some breading of the spring steel. So the pieces of spring steel are now clean, and as well as the Damascus for the cutting layer in between. What we need now is a barrier between the outside layers and the core. So we cut down a piece of pure nickel as a little diffusion layer. Sure. As I mentioned in the intro, you can imagine this whole thing as a sandwich. We have spring steel as bread, we have pure nickel as lettuce, then we have the Damascus steel as our meat, then we have another piece of lettuce or tomato, whatever you decide to, and then the second piece of bread. So we have this little sandwich, and what's always very important, please note that if you ever make me a sandwich, more meat than bread. So we forge welded it now under the power hammer, and now we're gonna stretch it out a little bit under our rolling mill, so we get the material out very nice and evenly. Very nice. Now we milled out the whole piece to about 6mm thickness. Now I'm gonna taper the whole blade a little bit. The Falchion is in the front a little taller than in the back. So I'm gonna now taper out the back piece and start to forge in the Tang. So I cut down the top of the billet for the right size. Now I'm gonna just a little bit forge in the tip, but just a little bit. Then it's done for today. So that was pretty much it with forging for this piece. I forged in the taper a little bit and the tip a little bit. So now we're gonna put it in the heat treating oven and let it cool down overnight. Bonjour! So today we are cutting out the profile and pre-shaping everything so we have it finished for heat treatment. But what we have to do before we start the heat treatment process is we have to already pre-fit the guard. Because I want to forge the guard a little to shape and want to make a small little D-shaped guard. Just a little, so the hand is a little protected up in the front. And then heat treat this big thing.
So close, can't deny. Shut my eyes, love is blind.
So I grabbed the shape of the Falchion and I did separate the Tang from the blade, and now it is time to mill out the slot on the guard on this piece of mild steel.
Fell out of my mind. Got to.
So the milling is done on this piece and it nearly fits perfect, but is just this small little gap in here. Normally I would go and use some fowls now to get this nice and even, but today we try something different. We're gonna hot form it onto the piece. That's why I started the guard before heat treatment, so the heat from the guard, from the hot fitting, doesn't fuck around with our temper on the blade. We're gonna take this pipe, it's a little thicker pipe, and it's big enough to fit the tang over it. So we're gonna squish it a little bit under the power hammer to make it oval, and then we're going to press and hammer. Press and hammer the guard on the shoulders of the blade to make a nice perfect fit. I know it is annoying that everybody is doing that, but if you like it so far, please go down, hit like, subscribe and leave a comment. The comments are a beautiful way to help me out for free, for YouTube to say, hey, this video is cool, the people like it, that's why they leave a comment. So please go down, leave a comment for the algorithm and support us by subscribing and liking. But if you want to help us out even more, because the cost of the videos are more than we make with YouTube, it would be nice if you go down, look at one of our memberships. We have 3 options available, or leave a little donation. You can do that in the comments down below. Donate, make a super thanks. Thank you so much for helping out. Let's continue with the guard. So the piece is now fitted to the shoulders. Now I'm gonna forge out the T-guard, and now I'm forging out the front, taper it a little down, and the back, so we can form our small little T-guard. So the guard is pre-shaped right now. I put my stamp in. So now it's time to heat treat it. While the blade is now tempering, we're gonna take this 40mm round stock of mild steel, gonna put it in the lathe and do our pommel. Step 1, doing a little shaft and a near to perfect half round is done. I'm gonna leave this one to clean up for the belt grinder on the small radius wheel upstairs. So now I'm gonna keep working on the end of the pommel, but before that we're gonna cut it off here. So, done on the lathe, now it is time to round this piece nicely. That's what we're gonna do on the belt grinder, because I'm a better grinder than I'm on the lathe. So I've finished the pommel now. It's all polished up to 400 grit on the belt grinder. I'm gonna do a little hand finish tomorrow because it's now nearly 10 p.m. I'm tired and I don't want to fuck anything up. See you guys tomorrow. So we're starting the new day by welding on a little extension to the Tang. That's what I was looking for the last few minutes. So we put on this piece of mild steel, and if anybody's asking now why you put mild steel on the Tang, because the most shock of the blade when it hits something is around the shoulders of the blade. So we have over 8 centimeters on the back of the normal steel that we heat treated to the dimensions, and now we just put on a small piece like this, and then the thread, so the most shock is in the front and not as much in the back. I like to put it in the back. Confused running around in the workshop. I spend about at least 15 minutes per day looking for the stuff that I just had 2 seconds ago. So now we made the Tang longer. I'm gonna cut it off again and insert the thread that we need for our pommel. So another cutting, another inlay, and another welding.
Where do we need to cut again?
About an inch after the weld. Great success.
So you could have put a longer threading in there and saved a bit of welding.
Yeah, I should have. It's getting kind of a habit that I drop blades. No swords were harmed in the making of this video. It is time to grind this baby. Woo.
Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, my employee just filling up the bucket without cleaning it out first.
So you can use the knife as a shovel as well.
It's a multifunctional tool.
Can you put all of the dust in a canister and forge weld it?
No, there's just too much dirt with it. All the grinding abrasive dust.
Drop it in a comment if you should.
Comment now if you would like to see me put a lot of shit into a canister and forge weld it into a knife. No, seriously. 2,000 likes and I do it.
Thought I wanted to save us, but I was stuck in the past. Messed me up, I wanted to hurt. Just give me something to last. I think you know what I'm made of, yeah. So where am I in this maze? Paint a picture in vivid color. Can't tell the light from the grays. To slow things down and clear my mind. It's like leaving a toxic friend behind. You say yes, and you don't make waves. I don't need to say you know that I'll try. And I don't wanna hide or waste another life. Say no, and I will let go. I don't need to say you know that I'll try. And I don't wanna hide or waste another life. Left in the pool of my own mess. When I said I'm gonna change, you made me pick up the broken glass. Don't want it to be in vain.
So, finished with grinding for now. Polishing I'll do later. Let's build the handle right now. So, I right now measured the distance between the guard and the pommel, and we cut off now a piece of ash wood because it's very sturdy and very durable. And then we're gonna drill a hole all the way through, and then gonna go on the lathe, turn it around, make a little taper on both sides, and then polishing. My most favorite work in this shop. Let's go. So mark myself these two sides. These are the sides where a reference from. Now with scribing the middle of the piece, so we have both sides nice and even.
Give me hope. You can see me home. Give me sing the beauty of the stage. Come now over me, nurse me back to
how to clamp this in the lathe. We're gonna take M8 threading, and we put a washer and nuts on both sides, so we can hold it here on the chuck, and here we press it from the other side with the little thorn, and then we can turn it around because it's squished and pressed in between the washers and the nuts.
And you can't put it in a 3-jaw chuck because it's, yeah.
And also, if you put it in a 3-jaw chuck, you can't work on the whole piece at once.
Yeah, so you have to.
You kind of have to make yourself your own little tool. But that's what we're here for.
That's not a lathe. This bitch empty.
This bitch empty. Ah, that looks promising. Yes, yes. And these nuts.
Not perfect, but not the worst.
As I explained before, threading, nut, washer, wood, washer, nut, threading. And now you can tighten it by... So you can just now tighten it by counter threading the whole thing together. Very strong, very hard. And then
Squeezing these nuts.
squeezing these nuts. Got him. And now put in the lathe. And I don't tighten it yet, because I come here with this thorn, center it, and then I'll press it into the jug. Like press from here while turning this wheel. I press it here into the jug, so it's a real pressed fit in between those two. And now I tighten the top one. So now I have it tightened all between. This is very nice. Look, Mom, no hands.
White snow, red sky, reach out for so high. Blue eyes, big cry, beware of the fox tonight. The cold feet, the dark rain, my blood in your frozen veins. Dream high, no pain, run fast in the broken chains.
First the ripped off material, and now we let it go through with the power feed to make a clean and nice surface, so we don't have to polish so much layers. So now that it's rough turned, we're gonna take a 180 grit and do a little pre-polish. But please, if you do this at home, keep your fingers away from the chuck, because this could hurt pretty bad. Bonnie, wenn jetzt gleich was weh, halt einfach die Kamera drauf, das wird das beste Thumbnail ever.
Fix. You gonna explain yourself?
I won't explain the shape, no. Anyways, so I'm gonna put it in the drill now, and we are going to do a small little taper from here to here and then back down again. So I can turn it like this on the belt grinder. gonna burn in the rest of the way. I already drilled out most of the parts of the handle, and now we're gonna burn the rest in so it fits nicely. Thanks for watching. We're finished. Huh? We had some lunch now. And now we're gonna put some scale on this thing so it fits to the guard. That's why I welded up basically a M8 thread to a piece of mild steel where we're gonna thread this on and put it like this in the forge so it gets scaled up nice and evenly. Between the two of us, or the three of us, you, me and the cameraman. We're gonna take this one to Salt Lake City, Glacier West, first week of October, so visit us there and take a look at this baby. And the camera guy finally does some work as well. So while the forge is heating up now, I'm gonna bend the D shape for the guard. But we're gonna do it with the torch so I can isolate the heat a little bit and not have a full heat with the torch. single pieces are fit to the knife. It is now time to hand sand. Yeah.
What are you looking for?
We wanna do a leather wrap on the handle, but I can't find it. It needs to be somewhere. I did it on the Urukai sword, so it needs to be somewhere here. That's like 2 or 3 weeks ago. But it is... I have no idea where to put it. By the way, this brings me to a good transition to this part right now. Since you see me now being followed and randomly filmed, did you recognize that we have some camera guys working for us? Kind of working, he's not getting paid and he's basically just here because he's a good friend, so... But, people, let me know in the comments down below, do you like this style of video a little bit more than the normal static shots and just a little bit of camera angles, or being followed by this dude? Let me know down in the comments below. And by the way, while you're down there, if you haven't still liked and subscribed, what the heck are you even doing? And now, let's find this leather wrapping. I don't ask questions. So thanks everybody for watching the making of this Falchion. Oh. Hello. So thanks for watching today's video. If you want to see this piece in real life, you have the chance for it. First of all, next weekend, Sunday 15th of September in Upsitz at the Knife Market Upsitz, and 1st October weekend in Salt Lake City at Glacier West. Stop by, visit me, bring me a sugar-free Red Bull, and please do, when you do, ice cold. Thank you. If you liked the whole video, please leave a like and subscribe and leave a comment. The comments are good for the algorithm, so make more people see the making of this beauty. And if you wanna help us financially, please consider a membership, otherwise share it with your friends and let everybody know that we kinda make cool videos over here. Please. And Red Bull, sponsor us. And now, let's cut some stuff. Thanks everybody. Jetzt muss ich mir aufhören, ist jetzt meine ganze Scheiße mit zusammen.